This segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System, your partner in good health.
Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate and glad to be your host and glad to talk with Chet Chasso, who's here joining us over Zoom, the Executive Director for Port Fourchon. Thank you very much for joining us, Chet.
Thanks for having me, Jake.
All right. Yesterday, December 9th, Governor Jeff Landry issued a proclamation for Gulf Coast Energy Day. Can you tell us a little bit what that was for and the reasons behind it?
Yeah, so yesterday was an event put on that I was happy to represent Port Fourchon and Collab, our regional economic development entity, um, and really to talk about energy in the state of Louisiana, how the importance of energy in the industry, what it does for um, the citizens and just for in general, not just for the state of Louisiana, but for the national economy, as well as to help people get out of poverty around the world with all of the work that's going on in the United States with, the energy dominance mindset. So really what happened yesterday was sort of a pep rally, if you will, for what took place today, and that was the offshore lease sale.
All right, and that Gulf lease sale is that something that I guess that's really important, I guess, on how that goes as to this area, and I guess for all the local economy and that supports the energy sector.
Absolutely. So we hadn't had a lease sale in the Gulf since 2023. And the last administration really wanted to shut down all leasing in the Gulf, which is not good at all for us in our community, but also as a nation. So this new lease sale, this is the first lease sale from the big, beautiful bill that was passed a few months ago by Congress. And it's really opens up areas, continues to open up areas in the Gulf for exploration and production of oil and natural gas. And that's really the future of our industry. When you look from lease sale to an operating well or platform in the Gulf, you're looking at 10 years, right? So that's the future. So whenever we have lease sales, and we need to continue, which we will now, based on that bill, the big beautiful bill. We will continue to have these lease sales, and that's how we can plan for the future of energy services. And we understand that our energy economy here in South Louisiana, in particular, our region, is going to be strong for years to come.
All right, and when you talk about leasing, I know it's in the Gulf, but where are these leases located? Are they all over, or is it all deep offshore, or where are they?
Yeah, so all of federal waters were opened for the lease sale, and based on the preliminary maps that I saw, it ranged from just outside of state waters, really close to the port. Honestly, I did see one lease that was sold, uh, just a few miles from the port, and all points west and up to the eastern part of the Central Gulf was sold. The eastern part of the Gulf is not open because there's some military installations, kind of things that happen there, and the state of Florida doesn't want to see offshore energy, production and things in their waters off of their coast. So we have it in the Central Gulf and the Western Gulf, and honestly, that's just good for us in our state, and it's good for us in particular at Port Fourchon because we service 100% of the deep water assets in the U.S. Gulf, and a vast majority of everything in the U.S. Gulf is serviced out of our port.
And it's not just the ones that are right off the coast of Louisiana, right? It's all throughout the Gulf that you're saying that these leases and y'all, what comes through the Port Fourchon, really.
That is correct. So this again, our port and our customers, our tenants, the service industry for the offshore energy industry, 100% of the deepwater assets in the entire U.S. Gulf are served out of Port Fourchon. Obviously, that's very important, and we look forward to continuing to provide the value-added services necessary into the future for all of the leases that are out there now and the ones that were leased today and the future leased areas.
All right. And I guess the role of the federal government, particularly, the presidential administration, I guess it's got to be certainly a more positive outlook for this area, as compared to the last administration.
Absolutely. I mean, this administration that we currently have today understands the importance of American energy, understands the importance of American energy and energy dominance. And we have a cleaner barrel of oil than just about anywhere else in the world. So that's important as well as we look forward to the future to have a lower carbon intensity barrel of oil, and providing basically, the governor talked about it yesterday. Whenever we can provide energy to the rest of the world, it's basically providing peace as well. So all of those things coming together are a part of the opportunities that we'll have moving on forward into the future. And not to mention, or to mention, is that this one big beautiful bill lease sale is also the first lease sale that will allow for higher revenue sharing to come back to the state for us to use on our coastal projects.
Well, that certainly sounds like good news. And we thank you for coming on and explaining it a little bit to everybody.
Thanks for having me again.
All right. Stay tuned for more right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System, your partner in good health.